Hello, in this lesson we are going to cover how Monero differs to the almighty Bitcoin. First of all, this here XMR is the ticker for Monero, as Bitcoin has BTC, Ethereum has ETH, etc, etc, etc. XMR is the Monero ticker. Don't get it mixed up with XRP, sometimes I do. XRP is the Ripple ticker. So I think you know that it is a crypto currency. If you didn't, you do now, and you really should do. This is within the section of other popular cryptocurrencies. So yeah, it's another popular cryptocurrency. And how does it differ to Bitcoin? Privacy is enabled by default. And you might be thinking, what does that mean? What do I mean by privacy is enabled by default? Well, it has untraceable transactions and anonymity baked right into the protocol. And you might be thinking, well, I thought Bitcoin is anonymous. It's decentralized, it's distributed, and there is a lot of anonymity within Bitcoin. But remember, Bitcoin has this public ledger, and in the public ledger, there are these addresses. They don't say, oh, it's Farhan Hussain to send money to Bob Harris, or Bob Harris to send money to John Smith. No. It's not that stuff. Or email addresses. No. It's this really long address that doesn't really mean anything. But again, it does show the path of money, which I think overall is a good thing. I actually prefer that it shows the path of money because it provides an audit trail. But if you want to be completely anonymous, Bitcoin does not allow you to do that. And because there's actually people and organizations that are doing blockchain analysis, and what they're doing is analyzing the addresses and how the money is flowing, and they're able to, with high degree of accuracy, basically find out who that individual is or that organization is. So it's anonymous, or it's pseudo-anonymous, and there are actual organizations right now that can figure out who a lot of those people actually are. So imagine in the future, when there's more computing power, eventually when we get into quantum computing, you'll go from this decentralized, distributed, anonymous network to not being anonymous at all. Just like MD5 isn't a secure hashing system, and you can just type in a MD5 hash into Google and get the actual result. You'll probably become like that, where you can just type in the address into Google or any other search engine, and it'll just provide you with the actual username, or the actual name, might even provide you with address, email address. So that's obviously quite a downside to Bitcoin. So yeah, it has privacy by default, untraceable transactions, and anonymity. But this isn't without its problems as well, because it can be fudged. So as a result, because it can be fudged, it can be made to look like certain coins have gone to a certain individual even though they haven't, because there isn't a proper audit trail. And this is easier because coins can't be blacklisted. Can't be blacklisted. With Bitcoin, coins can be blacklisted, so the exchanges know not to accept them. Obviously, if you compare this to like a conventional currency, money like notes generally don't get blacklisted, so it can have its disadvantages as well, especially when there's a finite, amount of supply. So depending on how you look at it, it has advantages and disadvantages. So this is more like conventional currency. So in terms of the processing of transactions, because this is a big debate around certain cryptocurrencies, it has faster block time for transactions. It's 10 minutes for Bitcoin. And can you guess how much it is for Monero? It is 20. No, I'm joking. That would be slower. It is 2 minutes for, not for or per, for Monero. So it has 5 times as fast block time transactions, which is obviously good. Faster, the better. End of. Another great thing about Monero is it can actually be mined using standard CPUs and GPUs. It's basically got an algorithm that's ASIC resistant, and ASIC are special cards generally used within Bitcoin that are specifically designed for mining. They're more effective than GPUs, which are in turn more effective than CPUs, and as a result, if you try and mine Bitcoin nowadays in 2017 and especially in the future on regular computer hardware, even high, super duper high end computer hardware outside of specific ASIC rigs, then you're just not going to get anywhere. It's not going to be profitable. It's going to take ages to verify transactions, so it's just not very good. So this allows individuals to really get into the mining aspect. Another great aspect, and this is one of the things that excites me, is it's very scary. No, it's very scalable, and it does this scalability using dynamic block sizes. So this will help. This in turn will reduce, or it could be no debates regarding forking, because this is a major issue within other currencies, but especially within the Bitcoin currency, because it is getting to a point where it's not scalable. The block have a certain size. It used to be a meg, it's 2 meg now, and it can be higher as well using different technologies such as segregated witness. But at the end of the day, that creates arguments and within the community, and as a result, they debate. They end up creating a hard fork, which ultimately leads to a division, or a division, a division within the community. And that's not good, because a divided community ultimately will fail more likely compared to a unified community. So I think there are certain aspects of Monero which are fantastic, and that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency users and advocates should look into and potentially combine all of these to create the ultimate cryptocurrency, the fiat cryptocurrency. Now, I don't want it to be called fiat. It should be called Frahan cryptocurrency. The Frahan, and the actual ticker should just be a smiley face cryptocurrency. That should be the cryptocurrency of the future. I should create an ICO for this. I've got a separate lesson covering ICO, so feel free to check that out. Last thing I'm going to do is just cover the market cap and pricing. So, what is the market cap? That is a terrible asterisk star. The market cap for Bitcoin is $105 billion, quite a lot. And the price per Bitcoin, as of creating this video, is $6,350. So how does Monero stand up? It is 1.4 trillion, no, I'm joking, $1.4 billion, and each coin is $90. So it is quite a bit less. But again, in the long run, we do not know whether it's going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, Dash, Ripple, Litecoin, or some other cryptocurrency that we haven't even heard of, or that doesn't even exist yet. Maybe all the communities of all these different cryptocurrencies will get together, create a consortium that we call, and create the ultimate cryptocurrency. And like I said, it should be called the Frahan cryptocurrency. So I think we should advocate the Frahan cryptocurrency. But seriously, this has been a lesson on Monero, how it differs to Bitcoin. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Go over the video again if there are anything that you're unsure about. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next lesson.